KVGC News Time is now 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Time for a look at the news for a Friday. It's the 26th day of October for 2018. Well, the Plymouth City Council last night approved a funding agreement with the Amador County Fairgrounds in which the city will provide $10,000 per year for 3 years starting in 2020. The money will be used to improve the facilities at the fairgrounds in order to attract more events, specifically rodeo competitions. The money will be paid for from the city's transient occupancy tax, which is collected on hotel room stays. The council also discussed the use of a 25-acre piece of property on the western edge of the city, dedicated in the 1980s as part of a past development project. Well, the land was deemed a bad location for a city park last night, and some discussion of selling off the property was also held. The council also received a report last night of economic development efforts in the city, mainly the formation of a new citizens committee dedicated to the issue of economic development for Plymouth.
Well, the question of how one of the suspects from this week's home robbery in Calaveras County and manhunt in Amador County was captured in Stockton was answered yesterday. Officials from the CHP's Delta Regional Auto Theft Team, RAT, says that 31-year-old Michael Suave was able to hotfoot it from Martell to Stockton, not to mention evade the subsequent 3.5-hour lockdown of the area by stealing a vehicle from a nearby business. Suave will be arraigned in San Joaquin Court today on charges of theft and possession of a truck he apparently used to flee Amador County. RAT officials were alerted to the possibility of finding Suave once they spotted a stolen gray Ford F-350 with paper plates and other identifying markers, reported missing Tuesday from the parking area at Amador Steel. Now, officials say the truck keys were left on the floorboard of the vehicle. After watching Suave for a brief time, RAT officers followed him and made a traffic stop as he pulled to a rural driveway in southeast Stockton. Now, although he bolted and ran, he reportedly gave up to arresting officers. San Joaquin officials say they're uncertain as to when he will transfer to Calaveras County Jail for booking on the alleged robbery-related charges.
An Ione woman involved in a solo vehicle accident along Party Dam Road last weekend has passed away. According to the CHP, Autumn Hernandez passed away at Memorial Medical Center in Modesto on Wednesday from injuries sustained as a result of the traffic collision on the 20th. Hernandez was heading northbound on Party Dam Road when, for unknown reasons, she lost control of her vehicle. It collided with a wood and metal guardrail. The vehicle ended in the waters of Lake Pardee. She was pulled from the vehicle and metaflighted to Memorial Medical Center in Modesto, again where she passed away on Wednesday.
And this Saturday, Amador Fire Protection and CAL FIRE will be in the community of River Pines, passing info on what you can do to be prepared in case of a wildland fire. The information handed out will emphasize creating defensible space, preparing your home in case of an emergency. Also, as a reminder, as cooler weather approaches, all outdoor burning in the county is suspended. Contact CAL FIRE and or Amador Air District for up-to-date info regarding Amador County burn status. You can also contact Battalion Chief Justin Jelinek of the Amador Fire Protection District, 223-6391.
And the Jackson Fire and Police Department rolled to a reported fire in a public restroom in Petkovich Park yesterday. Just before 3 in the afternoon, a caller reported smoke coming from the bathrooms across from City Hall. Upon investigation, a member of the Jackson Police determined it was a trash can fire, and a quick use of a fire extinguisher put out the flames. The trash can was removed from the building, and the fire department was able to complete the job of extinguishing the fire. Both the JPD and the JFD remind everyone public restrooms throughout the city are no smoking areas. And in other news from the Jackson Fire Department, cancer affects many families. So each year, the Jackson Fire Department teams up with Amador Stars, and since that partnership began 6 years ago, each year the department has sold hundreds of shirts and raised thousands of dollars during the month of October. This year, they raised nearly $900 from your support of shirt sales. This money goes to Amador Stars to help those battling cancer with transportation to appointments and treatments. All the money stays right here in Amador County.
Well, motorists along Highway 49 and communities surrounding New Maloney's may see smoke in the sky next week due to a prescribed burn. Scheduled for earlier this month, but postponed due to red flag warnings, CAL FIRE will ignite 500 acres on the Bear Mountain Shaded Fuel Break and Whittle Vegetation Management Plan burn site in Calaveras. The burn is located west of Angels Camp around the Fowler Peak Lookout. The goal, cut down vegetation around infrastructure on the mountaintop to allow CAL FIRE and local departments to continue training personnel on the site. The burn will begin 8 a.m. Tuesday the 30th, slated to wrap up that Friday. Resources being used to conduct the burn include 11 engines, 2 hand crews, a bulldozer, helicopter, and water tender. CAL FIRE reports resources will remain on scene throughout the week, ensuring the site is completely controlled before turning the burn over to landowners.
And don't let the flu get the best of you. Get your free flu shot tomorrow from 10 to 2, Sutter Amador Outpatient Services Center here in Jackson. Now remember, no flu immunizations will be available through Amador schools this year, so this is a great opportunity to have your child immunized at no cost to you. Now, the flu immunization, again, free of charge, available to all people over the age of 3. For more information, you can call 223-7500. And if you can, please bring a non-perishable food item to be donated to the Interfaith Food Bank. And on a side note here, according to Dr. Kerr, Amador County Public Health Officer, no high-dose flu or flu mist will be available at this clinic.
And the Amador County Probation Department released a Halloween information message aimed at all parents and those with small children under their care. Then in prep for Halloween this Wednesday, the department's officers have made contact with and given directions to all sex offenders under the department's jurisdiction supervision to not have any exterior lights on, no Halloween decorations visible from outside the residence, and to not participate in passing out candy. The probation department hopes the move will make it fun and safe this Halloween for the county's children.
And that's a look at local news on a Gold Country Friday morning from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. Remember, for the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, to visit our website, kvgcradio.com. And it's big game night tonight here at KVGC. We'll have the JV game. The Little Big Game, we'll broadcast that live on KVGC, also on our Facebook page at 5 o'clock, and then the varsity matchup between Argonaut and Amador at 7, both live on the radio and on our KVGC Facebook page.